Okay. Make sure you put your name, the date, the class, and everything. So intercepts are points where a graph intersects the x or y axis. An x-intercept occurs where y equals 0. And a y-intercept occurs where x equals 0. A function can have 0 plus x-intercept, but at most only one y-intercept. All right, I'll do the first example, and then you guys can do the rest. So my x-intercept here, this right here would be my x-intercept. What would be that coordinate point? Anybody? The x-intercept. 4, 0. You can't see that?
I can see boards on this board.
This right here is my y-intercept. So what would be my y-intercept, the coordinate point?
2.
No, the coordinate point. 0, 2. Good. All right, so go ahead and finish 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so here's the answer key. Does anybody have any questions? Okay, good. All right, so moving on to zeros. Stay. This needs to move. Ugh. All right. All right, zeros are the points or points. The point or plural points at which the function intersects the x-axis. So in other words, a 0 is the same thing as an x-intercept. To find zeros, you're going to set f of x equal to 0 and solve for x. Does anyone know what f of x is the same thing as? Y. Okay. To find the y-intercept, you're going to find f of 0. What does f of 0 mean? What do you... Look at where 0 is in place of x. So this is saying to find the y-intercept, you're going to set x equal to 0. To find the zeros, you're going to set y equal to 0. Same thing what we wrote up at top. It's just in fancier writing. So here it says we're going to find the zeros and y-intercepts of each function algebraically. I'm going to need you. So the first thing I want to find is the zeros. So I'm going to write zeros right here to show I'm going to be solving for zeros right here. So to solve for a 0, we set f of x equal to 0. What that means is just set this equation equal to 0. 2x squared minus 7x minus 4 equals 0. All right. So what we have to do to solve is factor, which is the reason why we did all that factoring last week. So we are going to do the x method. What number goes at the top? -8, because we're multiplying 2 times -4. Remember, that's how we get that number. What number goes at the bottom? -7. That's from the middle term. Okay. Woo, that's dark. All right. And now we have to find factors of 8 when combined give us -7. Anybody? 1 times?
1 times
Perfect. 1 times -8. So I would write this as, so 2x squared minus 7x minus 4 can be factored. It can be factored to x plus 1, x minus 8. It's still equal to 0. We have an extra step. What is that extra step? Yep, good. I got to divide both of these by 2. So this one's going to become 2x plus 1 and x minus 4. Now what we have to do is set each individual one equal to 0. We're going to set this guy equal to 0 and this guy equal to 0. So 2x plus 1 equal to 0 and x minus 4 equal to 0. This right here, all we have to do is subtract 1 from both sides. Divide by 2. X equals negative 1/2, so that's one of my zeros. Oh, that's right here. I'm going to put the answers down here. And then x minus 4 equals 0. What is x going to equal for this one? Good? So my zeros can be written like this. I've got 2 of them. One at negative 1/2 and the other one at 4. So to find the y-intercept, we need to set x equal to 0. This one's very simple. So to find the y-intercept, I'll do it right here. We're going to use this equation, and we're going to put 0 in for x. So it's going to say 2 times 0 squared minus 7 times 0 minus 4. No. What's 0 squared? 2 times 0 is... Okay, I'm just going to... That's nothing. Minus 7 times 0? So what's left? Wow, all left. Yes. So my y-intercept is negative 4.